This YouTube channel posts bedtime stories for adults and earn anywhere from $9,000 to $14,000 a month. And in this video, I'll show you how easy it is to get started with a channel like this. Lots of people aren't too sure whether or not they can monetize a bedtime story channel. To ensure the highest chances of monetization when you're in this niche, you want to ensure that you don't break any of YouTube's repetitive content as well as the reuse content rules. And after reading this document, I figured out the exact way you need to create this type of content so that you don't break these rules and do get your channel monetized. So in order to create this channel, the first thing you'd want to do is generate the script for your story. In order to generate a story, you can go about doing this in two different ways. The first way would be to come on over to ChatGPT. Then you want to go ahead to ask it a prompt like this. Write me a niche type adult bedtime story from only the narrator's point of view about, and then you want to describe what the story is about. Make it a length, and then you're going to say how long you want it to be, script. So what you'd want to do is simply fill in the blanks for this prompt. So I'll go ahead to say, write me a romantic adult bedtime story. And then where it says describe the story, what you'd want to do is write as much detail of what you want your story to be like. So that way the story can be unique to yourself. Because if you just say, write me a romantic story, then it's going to write you any story. And in fact, it may have already written a similar story like that to another creator who asked the same prompt. So getting the prompt as customized as you can gives you a way higher chance of getting a story completely unique to yourself. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to write quite the description of what I want my story to be. You can pause and read it if you would like. So after you described your story, what you then need to do is say the length. So typically people who create these bedtime story videos, they make videos from 15 minutes to 30 minutes long to as much as 2 to 4 hours long. So it really depends on who you want to make the videos for and how long you want your videos to be. But for the sake of this video, I will go ahead to just make it a 1-minute script and then hit enter. Now as you can see, ChatGPT has gone ahead to generate me a story. So from here, I can go ahead on to read it, make sure it's exactly how I would like. I can make any edits if I want. This is where you'd want to go ahead to do so. But if it's exactly to your liking, then you have your story. The second way you can go about getting a story is writing it completely by yourself. If you have a knack for story writing, this is your time to shine. But if you don't, then you have this method to do. But then once you have your story, the next thing you need to do is generate the voiceover for your story. Now you can also go about doing this in two different ways as well. The first way would be coming on over to 11 Labs. I'll leave the link for it in the description below. And then once you're on 11 Labs, you want to ensure that you're in the section which says speech synthesis, which is this one over here. And then in this section, you want to click where it says text to speech. Now from here, what you want to do is go on over to ChatGPT. Then you can go ahead to copy the entire story that it gave you. And then you'll come back to 11 Labs and then you'll simply paste it in. Once you have your story pasted in, you need to now select a voice to say this story. Where you see this setting here, you're going to click onto it and then you're going to scroll through all the different voices and select the one that you would like to use in your story. I recommend using a voice that sounds very soothing because after all, you want to soothe the people to sleep. So nothing harsh, nothing too expressive. Now, once you're on 11 Labs, there is some edits that you do have to make to the script. Now, this is extremely important. It's simply adding in some guided sleep strategies into your story. For example, saying things such as relax your mind so you could enjoy this, or at moments in your story, you could add things like, I hope you're feeling very sleepy and at ease. Just little commentaries throughout the actual story to enhance the story so that it's not just a story. And of course, you'd want to go ahead to add in an introduction to your story as well. Let me show you exactly what I mean by doing it. So for example, taking a look at what I have written here. Hello everyone, welcome to a night of relaxation and peace as I read you a romantic story and guide you to having a deeper sleep. And then I've also gone ahead to add some more commentary throughout the actual video as well. Now, don't worry if you can't think of something yourself. You can always come on over to ChatGPT and ask it a prompt like this. Give me a short introduction for this story on my YouTube video on my bedtime story channel. And as you can see, it has given me something that I could also use for my intro, and you can also take parts of this to put throughout your video. The choice is yours. And then once that's done, all you need to do is click where it says generate speech and let 11 Labs generate your speech for you.
Hello, everyone.
And then once your speech is generated, what I recommend you do is give it a bit of a listen to ensure it sounds exactly how you'd want it to sound. So let's take a listen.
Welcome to a night of relaxation and peace as I read you a romantic bedtime story.
I almost fell asleep listening to this. It's so soothing. I think it sounds great. So once you're happy with your audio, what you want to go ahead to do is click where it says download and download it to your computer. Now, once you have your voiceover done, the next thing you need to do is now begin to generate the video. In order to do this, we're going to be using Canva. You could find a link for Canva in the description below. But once on Canva, what you want to do is do a search for YouTube video, and then you're going to click the one which says YouTube video chapter. From here, you're going to click create a blank video chapter, and then it's going to take you into this blank settings area. Now, once you're in this section, you want to come on over to where it says uploads, and then you want to upload the voiceover that you just downloaded from 11 Labs, or if you use your own voice, then you want to go ahead to upload your own voiceover. And then once the voiceover has been added in, you simply want to ensure your playhead is at the start, and then you're going to go ahead to click onto it, and then Canva will add your voiceover in. Now, don't worry if you're only seeing this little piece. If you look closely, as you can see, the rest of our voiceover, our full voiceover is here, and it will show up as you continue to edit your video. Now, if you come on over to YouTube, you'll notice all these bedtime stories, they all follow a pretty dark theme. After all, it is supposed to be something you watch when you're sleeping, not when you're wide awake. So you want to keep this in mind for when you're generating your own video. You don't want to use bright neon colors. You want to keep it very smooth and easy on the eye. And also, if somebody's listening to this in the night, you don't want their phone lighting up their bedroom. So coming back on over to Canva, you need to now start getting the clips to add to your video. So now, rather than going to a site like Pexels and getting stock images or stock videos to use in your clip, because that's what everybody does, in YouTube's reuse content rule, they specifically said that content that's uploaded many times by other creators can risk your channel to not be monetized. Typically happens if you're using lots of stock footage that everybody else is using. Now, it's not quite common, but it is a risk. What I do recommend you do instead to ensure that you avoid this is once you're on Canva, you want to come on over to where it says apps, and in this section where it says apps, you want to do a search for Magic Media, and then you're going to click onto this one. Now, once you're in this section, now you can go about generating your own stock media, if you know what I mean. Stick with me. From here, what you want to do is go on back over to your script, and then you're going to read the first section in your script, or the first 2 or 3 sections, and then you're going to find what stock footage can I generate to utilize in my video that is going to represent this clearly. And once you finish reading and you got the idea for the stock footage you want to generate, you want to come back on over to Canva, and in this section in Magic Media where it says describe what you would like to create, you then want to enter that description of what you'd like it to create. And then after you have a description of what you'd want it to create, coming on over to the bottom here where it says aspect ratio, you want to ensure that you have landscape selected, and then from here where it says styles, if you click where it says see all, you can go for all the different styles that you would want to generate your image in. I don't recommend using anything like gradients or playful, as all of these will be very bright. I do though recommend something like concept art, dreamy, or even moody. You just test them all out and see which one generates the best image for you. And then once you have selected the style, from here what you need to do is click where it says generate image, and then Canva will generate you your very own stock footage. And now, as you can see, Canva has generated me 4 different images I could use. So I can go ahead to look at these and select the ones I prefer. For example, this one, I really like how it looks, so I'll simply click onto it. It's going to be added into my scene, and then I could adjust the sizing of it so that it fits exactly how I would want it to fit. Now, if you don't like any of the options it gave you, what you can do is simply type in your description again and hit generate again. If you do like any of these but they're not quite where you want it to be, you can click on the 3-dot settings and hit generate more like this, and Canva will give you more options to work with. Now, this looks really nice, but the issue is it's just a still image. This is not engaging whatsoever. You want to make this way more engaging and way more creative. So in order to do this, what you'd want to do is go on back over to where it says apps on Canva once again, and this time what you want to search for is image animates, and then you're going to go ahead to select this option you see here. And then once you have this option selected, you should see the image you have in your scene. If you don't have it because you don't have it clicked, you simply click onto it and it automatically has it as selected image. Now from here, you can ask it to animate your tool for you by selecting either auto animate, or you could select something like motion parallax. And when you do this, you can see the type of motion you want it to generate. I recommend you play with this and see what all of them look like, but for me, I like to just keep it at auto animate. I recommend you keep the settings to 5 because it seems to be quite the perfect number, and then you could adjust how many seconds you want this to be. So for example, if I wanted this to be 15 seconds, I could say so, and then you could say the number of loops you would want into it. But from here, all you really need to do is click where it says generate. So now that it's done, if we go ahead to click play and see what it looks like, as you can see, it's gone ahead to add in some animations outside of the window for us. So you can see the stars moving. It's given us quite a little bit of animation. Now, sometimes it gives you more, sometimes it gives you less. You could play around with this. So if you like this, you can go ahead to click where it says add to design, and then it's going to go ahead to add this to your design. motion, and then you could increase the size of it so you could utilize this. But if you're somebody and you're thinking, you know what, this is not enough motion for me, then you can go ahead to add in more motion manually, like I told you earlier. So you can go where it says go back, and then you can click where it says motion parallax, and then you can go ahead to select the type of motion you would want to add. So I recommend something like, for example, step in, and then you can go ahead to do the same thing. You could add in the motion range, and then you could add in the number of seconds. So I'll go ahead to say 15, and then you could add in the number of loops. Again, you could try out each and every one of them and see which one you prefer. Be sure to have your image selected, but from here, all you need to do is click where it says generate. And remember, you could do as much motion or as little motion as you want, and you can, by using Magic Media, generate as much or as little images you want. The choice is completely up to you for how you want your video to look. So you want to go ahead to continue doing this for your entire length of your video. And in order to add the next scene, what you'd want to do is go on back over to ChatGPT where you have your story, select a bunch of paragraphs or one, it's up to you, and read through it and see what is it that you'd like to generate for your image. And then you'd come back on over to Canva, generate that image, and then you want to add it into your scene. So in order to do this, you want to click where it says add a page, and then you're simply going to click onto the one you want, and it's the same process from here. You simply adjust the sizing of it, go to where it says image animate, and follow the same process for your entire video. And then once you've added in all your clips, what you can do from here is click onto your videos and click where it says edit videos, and then you can go ahead to adjust them further so they could fit the overall theme or vibe that you would want for your video more so, whether that be if you think it's a bit too bright and you want to decrease the brightness of the scene, or perhaps the saturation. Pretty much any other editing you want to do, you can go ahead to do it from here. But if you're satisfied with it, you don't have to go ahead to edit it any further. This is just an option that's available for if you want to. Now, once you have your full video completed, added in your clips, and you have your voiceover, all that's missing for you to do is to add in the background music that'll really make this video a bedtime story. So in order to get this background music, you kind of go about doing this in two different ways. The first way would be coming to where it says elements in Canva, and then from here, what you'd want to do is click where it says search elements, and then you want to try to search for the type of music you'd want. So in my case, I'll go ahead to say something that's soothing, and then in the section here where you see the different options like graphics and photos, you want to click onto the side until you see audio, then you want to click onto this, and then it's going to take you to this page. Now once in this page, you can go ahead to play all of these options and see which one that you prefer. So for example, something like this. This actually sounds pretty good. So if you would like this one, in order to add it into your scene, what you'd want to do is ensure your playhead is at the start of your video. Then you'd simply click onto the audio, and then it's going to be added into your video. But let's just say, for example, you can't find anything on Canva and you're really not liking any of the sounds. What I do recommend you do, which is what I do all the time, is come onto this site called Upbeat. I'll leave the link for it in the description below. But once you're on this site, in this search section, then you can go ahead to search for the type of music you want. So what I did was search for soothing, and then it gave me over 355 different options I could choose from. So in this section here, what you want to do is listen to them and then choose the ones you want. Once you found a track that you like, you simply need to download it. So in order to download it, you'll click onto this button where it says download, and then you'd want to click where it says download track. Now note well, you can use this for free as long as you give accreditation in your video's description, or if you want premium access to not have to accredit them, then you can pay $6.99 a month for this tool. So you simply click where it says download this track, but once you click that, this is going to be downloaded to your computer. What you'd want to do from here is come back over to Canva and then go to the upload section here and upload this track that you just downloaded from Upbeat. And then once the audio is added in, what you want to do is click onto it just like you did the first time, ensuring your playhead is at the start. It will be added into your timeline, and then once it's added into your timeline, the next thing you need to do is adjust the volume of the background music so it's not overpowering the voiceover. In order to do this, you'd simply click onto it, and then you'd click onto this volume icon over here, and then you can go ahead to adjust the loudness of this. I would say bring it down to as much as you need, and then once you've done that, you're completely done with this. It's not that hard to create these types of videos. All you need to do from here is download your video so that you could upload it to YouTube. So in order to download it, you'll click where it says share, and then you're going to go ahead to click download, and then ensure you have MP4 selected. You're simply going to hit download, and then your video will be downloaded to your computer. So now I'm sure you're wondering what it looks like, or at least what it sounds like, because really and truly that's what's important to these types of stories. So let's take a look, or should I say, let's take a listen.
Hello everyone. Welcome to a night of relaxation and peace as I read you a romantic bedtime story and guide you to having your deepest sleep. This is a safe space. You can feel safe to let yourself rest.
So that's a bit of the introduction. I feel super sleepy. But let's fast forward a bit and see what the actual story sounds like.
The ladder of the train tracks set a soothing backdrop to the journey. As I settled into my seat, I couldn't help but notice the man across from me. His dark hair fell slightly over his eyes as he read his book, completely engrossed. I glanced away quickly, a blush creeping onto my cheeks. Relax your mind and don't tense your body. Let the story guide you to bed.
Wow. Is anybody else feeling sleepy right now? Because I for sure am. So if you wanted to create these types of videos, now you know how. If you already had a channel like this, maybe now you know where you could elevate your videos. But hold on now, don't click off this video yet, because if you want to learn more from me, which you probably should, then you need to check out this other video on my channel.